who won the title, beat Sean Porter, who's an excellent welterweight, more decisively than Errol Spence did or Keith Thurman did, who are two stars of the division. You were undefeated. You had made title defenses. You had the decisive win against Porter. You're a rising star, and you choose to move up to fight Triple G, who was a middleweight. You jumped up 2 divisions to fight him. You gave him a great fight, but you lost by knockout. And then you turn around and you get in with Errol Spence, who's another killer in and around that weight class, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Again, a terrific fight, but you come up short. You've had a couple of wins since then. What have you learned from those fights that you can take in against yet another elite of the elite type in Terence Crawford, so you can not only give him a good fight, but actually come out on top this time?
Absolutely. I think being in, first of all, being 28-year-old and thinking, can I perform at this level against Sean Porter? As the rounds went on and realised this is where I do belong. And then I become world champion, and obviously going on from that, defending, looking spectacular. And then nobody seemed to want to come and fight me, so I jumped up, because that's what I want to do in this game, fight the best fighters out there for the fans. So I jumped up to fight Golovkin, who nobody would fight, even at his own weight at middleweight. And I showed the world the blueprint how to beat Golovkin. I stood with him, but the eye socket went, and it wasn't my night. And then immediately after, I boxed Errol Spence. It wasn't heard of really at the time, but the people in boxing knew that this guy was special, and I was winning the fight until the other bone went. But it's just one of them. It's just one of these things, It's one of these things that they've been taken care of now. They call me the Terminator because I've got 2 metal plates in now, and I feel strong as ever, and I feel like I'm getting better, like a fine wine. I feel I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm absolutely 110% ready for this, mentally and physically. As you can see the shape of me, I can't wait for this Saturday night now to show the world that I am the man, I'm the special one, and I'm going to be taking that title home with me.
Well, Kell, let me say this. First of all, props to you because you're a damn good fighter, and I wish you nothing but the best. I remember when you fought Triple G, your right eye got messed up, if I remember correctly, and you had to have surgery on that, just like you just told our audience, and then you went up against Errol Spence Jr., and I think it was your left eye then, because people was wondering whether the eye was going to hold up after the Triple G fight. Then you went up against Spence, and then the other eye got hurt. So you never looked out of shape. You never looked completely overmatched, but obviously caught a bad break there now, but you were 36-0, if I remember correctly, before you fought Triple G. Now you're going up against a guy, Terence Crawford, who's about 36, who's 36-0. He's something spectacular. Talk to us about why should anybody believe that you're going to beat that guy, considering the fact that he's constantly in the discussion as the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet?
I don't want it any other way. I'm glad that he's pound-for-pound fighter, the best in the world. Because when I beat him, I have that title. But, I believe that he's never boxed a fully fledged welterweight who's hungry, who's been a champion, who really believes that they're going to win. And I can hit very hard, and I'm very accurate, same as Crawford. I've got a good jab, and I'm going to need to be the best I've ever been this Saturday night to beat him. But what we've been doing in training and how I feel, coming down to the 147 limit and before with the 147, because I'm a big welterweight, there were a 10-pound rehydration clause. With a WBO, I weigh in, and I don't need to worry about weighing in again with a 10-pound limit. So I come in on fight night and I weigh what I weigh. So I'm going to be fully focused and utterly, totally focused on Terence Crawford. And this is my time. The training has gone absolutely perfect. The weight's bang on. So I'm going to take care of the weight Friday and then take care of Crawford Saturday.
You are a big welterweight. I always thought maybe you were really a junior middleweight campaigning at welterweight. It's good to hear that you make the weight more comfortably now. Terence Crawford in his last fight, he's my number one pound for pound, fought Kavaliauskas, who is a solid fighter, but no one's saying a spectacular world champion kind of fighter. And Crawford had to kind of rally in that fight to win by stoppage at the Garden and was hit more than we've seen him hit earlier in his career. Which Terence Crawford are you preparing for? Do you look at his last fight and say, wait, he's more hittable now? Do you think that was because of his opponent? Are you preparing for that guy or the kind of slicker boxer that we saw earlier in Crawford's career?
I'd be a fool to be training for that guy. I'm training for the best Terence Crawford. And don't get me wrong, he's an all-round solid fighter, good balance, good power, can switch it, you know. But from the school where I got brought up, where Princess Ian were from, the unorthodox style I'm used to. You know, I've sparred many. You know, that's where I've done all my 25 years in this game. You know, in the Ingle gym, so I've seen the unorthodox style. You know, but we've preparing for the best Terence Crawford. You know, this is the fight of my life. You know, there's pressures on him. You know, but I'm putting pressure on myself in this fight because I want this so bad. You know, because I want to show the world. You know that me 100%. You know, is a complete different guy to what you've seen before in myself.
All right, looking forward to it. It all goes down Saturday, 10 Eastern on ESPN. Best of luck to you, Kell. Thank you so much for the time today. All right.
Thank you.
When we come back, is King Henry out of the MVP race?
Absolutely. I think being in, you know, first of all, being 28-year-old and thinking, can I perform at this level against Sean Porter? You know, as the rounds went on and realised this is where I do belong. And then I become world champion. And obviously going on from that, defending, looking spectacular. And then nobody seemed to want to come and fight me, so I jumped up, because that's what I want to do in this game, fight the best fighters out there for the fans. So I jumped up to fight Golovkin, who nobody would fight, even at his own weight at middleweight. You know, and I showed the